How to handle your girlfriend still grieving his ex who she met just for a month. My girlfriend and I had been living together for about 8 months after dating for 2 months prior. The timing of everything always made me uneasy. Before me, she had briefly dated a guy she met at a lounge, only knowing him for a month before we met. After she and I started seeing each other, she still saw him a couple of times, claiming we weren't that serious yet. But in my mind, we were, and it bothered me that she kept contact with him. He became a sore spot in our relationship. Anytime we fought, she'd bring him up, saying she left him for me or comparing me to him financially since he owned a used car dealership. From the start, I felt insecure about him, but I pushed it down because I cared about her. Despite a rocky first few months, we decided to move in together, even though we'd already broken up and gotten back together a few times. Fast forward 8 months into living together, she finds out through Instagram that her ex passed away from cancer. She was devastated. I did my best to support her. I went with her to the funeral, even took her to the cemetery the next day because she wanted to visit him. But afterward, she cried randomly every day. I tried to be patient, but I couldn't wrap my head around how deeply she was grieving someone she only knew for a month before me. At the funeral, she cried harder than his own family. Things got harder when she started posting on Instagram and chatting with other guys, letting them comfort her while I felt pushed aside. I told her I wanted her to lean on me, not strangers online. She shot back that I wasn't giving her enough emotional support, so she had to find it elsewhere. I told her she felt distant from me but had no problem opening up to other people. About a week after his death, we fought again about her talking to other guys. She snapped, "When something happens to you, you'll realize it." Hours later, my mom was injured and couldn't walk for 2 months. When I told her, she said, "See, not even 12 hours later, and look what happened to your mother." That floored me. How could she compare my mom's suffering to her ex's death? After that, I packed my things and left. I hoped she'd stop me like I had stopped her in the past when she threatened to leave, but instead, she piled my things by the door to help me go. A week later, she moved out too. Then she called me, saying she missed and loved me. She apologized for what she said about my mom but blamed me for us losing our place because I left. I admitted I wasn't as supportive as I should have been, and we seemed to patch things up. But today, she told me she wanted to visit his grave again. I couldn't hold back and asked, "How long did you even know him?" Wrong choice of words, I knew it, but I still felt raw about the whole thing. She hung up. I tried to fix it, even offered to go with her. She brushed me off. Later, I surprised her in person to mend things, but it only got worse. She told me flat out she couldn't be with someone who doesn't understand her. I said she didn't understand me either. She told me even if she knew someone for 1 second, she'd cry if they died. Then she admitted she didn't cry for her own grandmother but will cry for this guy for 100 years, and as her partner, I should accept that and keep my mouth shut.